What up, guys? We're back with another video. I know it's been a minute, but wallah, we apologize. I'm with my nigga
Pibble.
Pibble. New name, cuz. New name, new face. What's up? Anyway.
Same face, new name. Get it right.
Nah, new face as well. New face as well.
Same face, new name.
New face, new face.
Anyways, guys, we're back with another video. As you know, in Melbourne, Australia, there's lockdown, so we haven't been really able to post a video.
Yeah, well, I know gym video anytime soon.
No gym video, nothing.
Anytime soon, cuz.
But you gotta make do with what you have.
Whatever
so
you have
we're back with a different type of video. We're sitting in the car, as you can see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
don't judge the whip, it's mine, yeah? Keep quiet. Anyways, so we're gonna be basically answering questions that you guys asked for us. We put on our story. If you guys don't know, make sure you look at the description down below. Our Snapchat and Insta's down there. So if you guys want to get, into the video or just be part of the video next time, just make sure you follow us on socials. Anyway, so we'll be we'll be answering the questions that you guys sent us through. So we've got a bunch of questions here, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty decent topics as well. So.
Yeah, some of you guys asked some good questions, so we're gonna dive into that. And let's go. You start, go, let's go. First question.
So the first question here someone asked was, how do you stay consistent with working out? So the thing is, a lot of people assume that when it comes to working out, you gotta have the motivation. It's motivation. It's not really motivation. Motivation gets you started, but what keeps you going?
Discipline, bro.
Exactly. It's all about discipline at the end of the day. If you have the right discipline, you can push yourself to keep on working out to the point where literally like working out doesn't become a task for you. It becomes like something like, a regular thing you do every single day, just like breathing or just going to the, bathroom, brushing your teeth every day. It becomes like that. So you kind of like get used to it and you're stuck with it a lot over the time. So,
Yeah, the thing I always tell people is, even if you're starting anything, whether it's gym or something new, always have a good reason why. Because if you have a good why, then you can always go back to that, and that can keep you grounded, But at the end of the day, it comes down to two things: discipline and consistency, and then you'll be all good.
100%. All right.
Anyway, let's go to the next question. Someone asked, what can't you go a day without? You answer first.
Wallah, for me, I'm going to say a protein shake. A protein shake has literally become, my everyday thing.
But think about it. You can go a day without protein shake because you know what? You can get protein from other places. Like me, I would say something I can't go a day without. It's chicken.
High protein sauce meal, all that.
I just love chicken.
Nah, actually,
even if chicken had no protein, I'd still eat it. Because I love chicken.
Yeah, actually, I got a better idea. Wallah, scratch that. Actually, wallah, eggs. You don't understand? Wallah, if you know who I am, if you know Mookz, you know that me, wallah, I eat scrambled eggs every day. Wallah, every day. I never get sick of it. I don't know how you got sick of it for a while, but wallah, I can never get sick of eggs.
The thing is, it wasn't only the past few years. Ever since I started making food myself back in 2016, 2017, ever since then I've been eating eggs every day. So me, I'm that person I am is, if I eat something for months, I always take a break from it, I come back to it. So now I'm back to eating eggs now, but I took a break from a while ago, so then I come back to it and then enjoy even more. But yeah, he said egg.
Anyways, next question is, so what got you into working out? So, I'll be honest with you, for me, it was just mainly because of the fact that I was skinny. Like, most of my life, I was skin and bones. And a lot of Somalis can relate. When it comes to us Somalis, we're usually known as either some skinny-ass nigga or, a nigga with a fat back. It's pretty obvious. Those are the two things we're known as, So, I'm not gonna cat. I've been both. I've been a bit chunky nigga, in my past, and also a skinny guy. So, me, I decided, enough was enough. I decided to, do something about it. I started working out, but then at the same time as well, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just working out and just lifting weights. But over time, the more research I did, eventually I found what to do properly. How nutrition is important, sleep is, and all that. But yeah, for me, I didn't want to be skinny anymore. So that's it. How about you?
Because I used to run a lot. And then when I used to go to the gym near my house, there used to be the weights room and there used to be the treadmill area. And then one day I just went into the weights room. I just used to lift around here, and then I'm like, you know what, it's pretty interesting. And then I was kind of skinny. That's when I lost a lot of weight, so I was skinny as shit. And then I went and I'm like, you know what, let me just learn about this. And then from there onwards, I never went back.
The days. But I'm not gonna cap, wallah, full thanks to this nigga, bro. I'm not gonna cap, wallah, I never worked out my life. The first nigga who ever took me to the gym was this guy. And because of it, wallah, I fell in love with it. Wallah, I fell in love with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Next question is, someone asked, mental health in the Somali community, and what can we do to improve it?
Well, that's a good question.
That's a topic that a lot of people in the Somali community do not talk about. It's like mental health is looked at as a sickness, and that's the problem with the Somali community. It's looked at as sickness. Right now, if you go to your parents, you tell them I'm depressed, they're gonna tell you, get out of here, go read the Quran, go sleep. It's the phone, telephone, stuff like that. So it's never really looked upon, and I don't blame my parents, because when you go back home and you see it, every second person I saw had something wrong with them. But then people would be like,
they're crazy.
He's sick.
He's crazy.
He's crazy.
That's all they see. Nothing
he's crazy.
else.
He's crazy. That's why it's not. It's like a taboo subject. So people don't really talk about it, and no one wants to really accept it. But now in our generation, the more things change, the more we're realizing mental health is a very important thing, a critical thing in a person's health. So, and one of the things we can do to improve it is talk to someone that can relate to it. Sometimes the problem is we can't talk to our parents about it because our parents don't
really understand
us like that.
Like, even if I go home as well and bring up some certain topics about mental health to my parents, there's a high chance that they might know some of it, but not all of it, especially like certain, like maybe anxiety or stuff like that. They probably wouldn't understand the concept of how it goes down and how it affects you as a human being. So, wallah, it's a very taboo topic in Somali culture, bro. Not just that, it's just a topic that, wallah, they don't know about, and they're not really educated about it themselves, Like you said, how if you go back to Somalia, like if someone has like mental health issues, they're seen as sick or crazy straight away. So, a lot of Somalis themselves in Australia and Melbourne as well, when they experience that type of mental health issues, anxiety, depression, whatever it is, they're not going to, be able to talk to their parents about it or whatever. So they might outsource their help from friends, or, people might abuse certain things, or they might cope with different ways, that actually doesn't help them, but destroys them.
Makes it worse. Yeah, that's why a lot of time you see substance abuse, especially in Somalia. I see kids sniffing petrol. Here it's not common.
Even
in Somalia, they sniff petrol, sniff glue. It's because it's the only outsource they have. So my advice would be, talk to someone you can relate to, a doctor, a therapist, a friend, someone who can understand you, someone who's there to listen to you, and never ever be shy about seeking help, because at the end of the day, you're benefiting yourself. Doesn't matter what someone else thinks about whether you're sick, whether this. People are going to talk regardless.
I agree with you.
And anyone who ever wants to talk or has something, to talk about and feels down, feel free to hit us up. At the end of the day, we're both nice people. We're always down to talk, down to, have a chat with you. Hit us up, feel free.
You heard him, we're both nice people.
We're nice people.
Plus, wallah, also work out, bro. Wallah,
the gym.
It doesn't have to be the gym. It could be, just
else.
For a walk every day, or for a run, or who knows, just something that keeps you active. All right, so next question is, how can you look more aesthetic? So the thing about aesthetics is that a lot of people think that it's just all you gotta do is, the normal 3 compound workouts: squat, deadlift, and bench, which is true. But at the same time as well, you got to do a lot of isolation workouts when it comes to, that V-taper look. You got to work on your lats as well. Emphasis on that a lot. Emphasis on your shoulders, your side laterals, and all that. So in other words, just to shorten it up, wallah, do the 3 main components: deadlift, bench, and squat, to get that, full aesthetic look. But at the same time as well, you got to, also do those isolation workouts, for the shoulders to look more wider. The traps, don't work on those, work on that less. Work on the lats a bit more, get that waist a bit tighter as well, of course, lean down type of shit. But basically it's pretty easy, pretty simple, wallah.
Yeah.
What would you say about that?
I'm going to add on to that is, when someone says, like, the topic aesthetics, it's very subjective to people. So example, 2 of us, we use each other as example. His genetics and my genetics are different. So now a 50-year-old kid would go on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, and he will see someone that has broad shoulders, wide back, slim waist, and he'll be like, I want to look like him. But what you gotta remember is, his genetics and your genetics are different. This guy has broader shoulders. My back is big. his shoulders are bigger. So the way you look at it is, how can I look aesthetic according to my genetics? So don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself.
Yeah.
Don't compare yourself to these big ass bodybuilders and these TikTokers you see, because they're all different. Everyone's different. No, you're not gonna find two people that look the same. So do what is aesthetic to your genetics, and at the end of the day, it's three things. Like he said, working out, proper diet, sleep, and that's it.
Exactly.
And do your research. No matter what anyone tells you, always do extensive research.
Exactly. Wallah.
You just learn. All right, next question is, someone asked, how do you get past a bench plateau? I can't get past 115 kgs at the moment. So a plateau, for anyone that doesn't know, is when you're stuck at a certain weight. So he's saying he's stuck at 115. So what I would say is, first of all, 115, that's crazy, bro. That's impressive, bro. Keep it up. Second thing I would say is, look at, so he said bench, yeah? What other workouts do you do for chest? Incline and the accessories, cable flies, whatever, chest press. Look at exercises outside of the bench. So your chest press, your incline, because once you get better at those, a lot of people focus on just bench and see how much they can push. Bench is a good exercise for your chest, but look at the exercises outside of it, because every exercise you do outside of bench will help your bench increase. Because we've all been through there. Me, I was stuck at 70, 75 for weeks, for months. I couldn't get past it. And
I remember the time we were deadlifting as well. Like, I remember there was a whole story where I remember, even me specifically, I had a similar issue when it came to deadlift. I was stuck at 110 kg for like months. We were both stuck on it for a minute. I remember what I did is, I basically same thing. I looked at the accessory workouts. Me, I kind of like broke down my deadlift. I realized that the way I was lifting it, like I had my legs basically wasn't as powerful as it should be, So what I did is I took a step back and then I took a few weeks off deadlift and started doing leg press for like about 3 weeks straight. Just did leg press and that's about it. Heavy leg press for like a few weeks straight, and I had like leg workout for like every 3 weeks. No, sorry, what the fuck am I even saying? Well, I need to slow down. All right, so
take a deep breath, mate.
So basically, I literally went and took deadlift off for like about 3 to 4 weeks, and I just kept on doing leg press and squats for like literally 4 weeks, working on my leg power, my leg drive. I swear to God, as soon as it went back to deadlift, wallah, I hit a PR straight away. 10 kg more. I went straight to 120. Then I started to realize, if you remember, I started going up. Literally almost every week I was chucking in 10 kg more to my deadlift. Bang, bang, bang. I just saw, it just started skyrocketing. So basically, just how he mentioned about, don't just focus on bench, also such the accessory workout.
Yeah, this is a good one. What's one thing you would tell your younger self if you could right now? Me, there's 2 things I'd tell myself. Number 1 would be, I'd tell myself is, you're young, you still have time. The illusion that a lot of us have is when we're at a certain age, we think, oh, I'm 20 years old, I'm so old. Bro, you're 20 now. When you're 50, you're going to look back and be like, I was 20 years old. Why didn't I take advantage of it? So what I would tell myself is, you're young, enjoy yourself, learn, make mistakes, and live your life. And the second one I'll tell myself is, don't compare yourself to other people. Me, that's the problem I had. I used to compare myself to other people when I was younger. Don't compare myself to other people. Work at your own pace. Everyone's different. Everyone's built different. Everyone's made different. Just focus on yourself. And that's what I tell myself. Yeah.
So me, it's basically kind of similar as well. I'll literally tell myself as well to not focus on other people, because me, being a skinny guy, I used to look at other people, I used to see a lot of people back in the days who were way bigger than me, and I used to be like, oh shit, why can't I be like them? I wish I could be like them. Not knowing that, well, if I just focused on myself, I would have achieved what they have, and even more what they have,
100%.
You just gotta focus on yourself. So one thing I'd say is, like, to myself when I was younger, is literally forget about everyone, focus on yourself, look at yourself, look at your own faults, look at your weaknesses and work upon them. Second thing is also eat, because wallah, I never used to eat enough, that's why I wasn't growing back in the days. I'm not gonna lie, I started working out, like actually started going to the gym when I was about 16, 17 years old. That's when I started lifting weights, and I did see some progress, see some results, but not enough compared to like this past year, how I've seen a lot of gains compared to when I was younger. And the reason was because I wasn't eating enough. So one thing I'll tell myself when I was younger is, eat. Like, you guys are moving reckless. But anyway, so the last question is, do you need to prepare yourself for the first time for a gym session? Mentally, maybe. Well, it depends on you as a person. For me, I never needed to prepare myself mentally because the first time I went gym was with this guy. This guy took me to the gym. I remember to this day, the first workout with him was like shoulder press, dumbbell shoulder press, just lifting the weights. I remember. So, not really. You don't have to prepare yourself mentally because when you first go to the gym, you're not going to be lifting heavy weights, you know? You're not going to be lifting heavy weights. You're going to be lifting pretty light weights, you know? You're going to be lifting a weight just enough so you can, you know, practice the form, build the mind-muscle connection and all that.
Yeah, me, the number one tip from personal experience, and I'm pretty sure 99% of people face this when the first time anyone steps into a gym properly, is don't look at other people. A lot of time we tend to go into the gym and we look at all the big guys. And then that's when your anxiety starts kicking in, and that's when you start doubting yourself.
Oh, I had that experience. Wallah, I had that experience.
Like I said, 99% of people are like that.
Got my proper first gym membership, everyone was big. I was the skinniest nigga there. Well, I was insecure about it. I felt weird, you know, just lifting weights.
The one thing you always think, the one thing you should always think about when you're in that situation is that guy, that big guy that's benching 150 was like me one day. He was like me.
You all start from the same spot.
Everyone starts from the same spot. So always just go in there. Number one, have fun in the gym. If you don't find a way to enjoy it, you're not going to stick to it. Exactly. Find a way to enjoy it. Pick exercises you like. Pick workouts you like. Go with a friend. Go with your boys. Have fun. Go in there.
We don't discriminate. If you go with girls, go with your girlfriends as well.
Yeah, it's 2021. Go in there, enjoy yourself. Don't focus on other people. Tell yourself that he's there, I'm gonna get there. Use him as a motivation instead of using them as a way to put yourself down.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, the gym is a family. It's, for me, the way I see it is it's a safe place. People from different cultures, people with stuff going on at home, people with problems. Everyone comes into the gym.
But they have a common goal.
Everyone comes to the gym to destroy their body.
Exactly. Well,
destroy their body.
Destroy their body. Basically.
Go home. That's it.
Sleep. Simple as that. I remember there'll be times where I'll be so scared to go up to someone where I remember some person would see me lifting with basically horrible form, and they'll walk up to me and be like, "Oh, you know what? Hey, listen, you know, maybe if you just do this a little bit better, you know, suss it out." Like literally, you'll be surprised. People who look the biggest and meanest are usually the one guys who.
They're one of the nicest
niggas out there who genuinely be like, "Yo, they'll give you a whole workout. They'll tell you work on this, work on that. Like they'll teach you everything." I learned a lot from people in the gym, so. Wallahi, don't be surprised.
Don't be scared to ask questions.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Anyways, well, that's the end of a banger video. Now again, listen, make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you also comment as well.
And if you guys have any questions, interact with us on our social medias. We're going to be posting a lot on our social medias, asking for feedback, asking for stuff. Interact with us. Exactly. If you want to be part of the video, ask us. We're always down.
Make sure you add the socials as well. Don't forget that. We're going to be putting on our stories here and there, asking you guys questions for the next video or next few videos. We'll see you then. But yeah, if you guys want to be part of it, make sure you, like I just said like 10 times already,
and
add the socials and subscribe.